Well, hey guys, welcome back to the Spitfire project, and it's come the time to replace the shock absorbers and springs to the car. Now, I've gone with a set of Spax shock absorbers for the front, much like what I've got on the rear, and they're ride adjustable so I can set the car up however I like. As for the springs, I've got a set of standard ride height ones from Mohr Europe. So, let's get these on the car. So just like how I've done the rear suspension, I've got a jack here underneath the front trunnion. It's not actually jacking up the suspension whatsoever, it's just there to support the suspension while I undo the nuts and bolts on the front shocker. Now what we've got to do is undo this bolt here and undo the top nuts here, and then what we'll be able to do is get rid of this jack and wiggle out the shock absorber and spring out down here and out through the top. So next step, now we've got the old spring and dampener removed from the car, is we need to reuse this top mounting because the rest of this is just scrap to us. So using the Triumph Specialist tool, which is available from the Transport 6 Club, or also there's a few suppliers on eBay who make this tool. It's a brilliant bit of kit, well worth getting hold of if you've got a small chassis Triumph. We need to put this in this spring compressor, compress it up, undo these two nuts at the top here, and then slowly unwind it, take the compression off, and that then give us our top mounting ready to fit to the new shocker and springs. Well, there's the shock absorber and spring separated, and there's still life in the old spring, but I've got a new one, so it doesn't really matter anyway. As for the shock absorber, well, the bottom bush has completely had it, the top bush is not much different. And as for the shocker itself, yeah, that says everything really, doesn't it? It's not returning. So I'd say that shocker is absolutely knackered. It's not a bad thing that I'm actually replacing these shockers with the uprated Spax shock absorbers. As for the actual mounting for the top, I think I'll just give that a dash over of paint and then we'll start reassembling. Okay, just got to put a little bit of red rubber grease on this lower bush here just to help it slip in place a little bit easier, and then it's just a case of putting everything back together the opposite way that we took it apart. Right, that's one side finished, just one side to go. So there we are. That's the new shocks and springs fitted to the Triumph Spitfire project, and I'm really happy about that because now I've got adjustable shock absorbers all round on the Triumph Spitfire, so after a few hundred miles I can just adjust them to the ride qualities that I want. But for now guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.